Yo, this your boy Trucker D checking in. I would like to give a special thanks to all my new subscribers. I could not do this without you guys. Y'all is the key to my success. And together we're going to grow to success together. My journey and everything I go through on this path, I share it with you guys. So hopefully, before you get to the bumps in the road, I done already been to them, and I can share them with y'all. So when y'all get to these potholes, y'all know how to swerve and avoid them, or at least you know how to approach them. So I'll be trying to just drop knowledge. But let's get into the meat and potatoes of things. Like the title says, trucking is not for everybody. This is a lifestyle. This is a lifestyle that you got to be for sure that you want to do. Now, the job itself is an easy, simple job. It's not a hard job at all. It's a very simple job. It's one of the easiest jobs I ever had in my life. I done been in warehouse for a long time. I started out in receiving, went from receiving to shipping, went from shipping to being a forklift operator, learning how to operate all the forklifts, stand up, sit down, clamp, reach, slip sheet, everything. And at some point I just figured like this is not it for me, and so I decided to go to trucking, which I'm glad I did. I wish this was a decision I would have made when I was in my early 20s, 19 or something. I'd have been well ahead of the game by now. But like they say, it's better late than never. But this is not cut out for everybody. You gotta be. It's an easy job. It take a lot of dedication. You gotta be dedicated to your job. For the most part, you can kind of gauge and make your own hours. They're gonna tell you where you need to go, what time you need to be there. From that point, it's on you to make that happen. However you make it happen, that's on you. That's pretty much their thing. And that's not a bad job when you ain't got nobody just basically constantly telling you what to do. Like, hey, do this and go from there. Now, I have got a couple subscribers. I have read a couple comments, and this one subscriber was saying that, she feels like that she might want to, she don't want to quit, but, and I've been there. Starting out, especially with Trans Am, not having no mentor, none of that. I had to figure everything out on my own. It was rough. It really was rough. I'm not gonna lie, but I made it through. And now that I'm on the flip side of things, it's easy now. It's like it's one of those situations you got to pay your dues. You know what I'm saying? But once again, you got to be built for this. You know what I'm saying? You got to want this if this is what you really want. The rewards are beautiful on the flip side. It got its pros and its cons, but it got more pros than cons. You just got to tough it out, sis. You got to just stick with it. The more you stick with it, the easier it's going to get. I promise it's going to get easier. I got another friend of mine. He was telling me he'd been having issues with his back end. Man, my first time getting in this truck, my very first load that I had to run, I had to go to Virginia Beach. It was my very first load. Yeah, it was my very first load. I had picked up a load in North Carolina. I had to take it to Virginia Beach. When I got to Virginia Beach, it was like about 2:30 in the morning. And it was completely dark outside. And this lot that they had, the lot was so small and tight it was crazy. It was just real tight in there. And I'm trying to back that trailer in, and I had to back it in blindside because the way their lot was set, it was a one-way in. It was crazy. You couldn't just go in and turn around. You had to, it was real tight. It was a C.H. Robinson, and a lot of people know the C.H. Robinson lots is kind of weird. But anyway, I was trying to back that thing. I was scared as hell. I bet you I got out that truck doing my goal about 15 times. I was so damn tired of climbing in and out that truck, in and out that truck, in and out that truck doing my goal because I didn't want to hit nothing. And it was hard to see. It was poor lighting. It was no like real good lights to illuminate the parking lot so I can see what's going on. So that made it even more difficult. And they had containers parked in front of me, so it was real tight to try to turn and maneuver. Didn't have that much room to be maneuvering. So what I ended up doing after about the 16th time of me getting out, I went inside to the desk and I asked the guy, I said, hey man, listen, could y'all please get somebody to come right here to spot me? Please help me. It's dark out here, the lighting ain't good, and I don't want to hit nothing. And so he got a guy to come out to help me, and the guy was kind of spotting me and helping me out. And even though he was spotting me, I still was getting out doing my goal because I wasn't even for sure. I wasn't comfortable with him trying to guide me. You know what I'm saying? So, but he did help a lot. And I remember when I got that trailer in there, he was like, man, you got it in there. And I was like, believe it or not, man, this is my first time bumping the dock. He was like, but you got it in there. I said, yeah, you're right. I said, but hey, I caught hell. He said, but you got it in there. And that made me feel good, you know. That gave me the motivation to keep pushing because I was like, man, this might not be what I want to do, you know. I don't know about this. And but I stuck with it. Now, baby, I can back this thing in the tightest of the tightest. I could almost back it with my eyes closed, you know, but that came from repetition. Day in, day out, day in, day out, backing. And the more you back, the better it's gonna get. You cannot let the spirit of fear consume you. I'm gonna say that again. You cannot let the spirit of fear consume you. If you allow that to happen, you will not reach your goals. I promise you. You got to tell yourself when you feel that you can't do it or you feel it's impossible, you got to start giving yourself a little prep talk saying, I can do this. I can do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to figure this out. Because, you know, that fear will stop you and that'll block your success. For real. So, you know, you got to stay motivated. Got to push through. Got to push through. I mean, it was times, I ain't gonna lie, it was situations I was in, I was scared. Wanted to quit right there on the spot, but I pushed through, you know. And now I look back over those situations like, wow, I made it. You know, I used to be scared to drive through the mountains. I could drive through in a car, but this 80-pound truck, oh man, I was intimidated. I remember my first time when I was in school, and I walked up to this truck, I was like, whoa. Just standing next to that truck, I'm like, this is a big piece of equipment. And it is very intimidating. This is an 80,000 pound monster. And it can do a lot of damage if you don't have control or know what you're doing or take it for granted. You know, this is not no toy. This is nothing to play with. This is serious business, for real, dead serious business. And that's why I always say you got to keep your head on the swivel. Y'all know I say that a lot. Keep your head on the swivel. Keep your head on the swivel. Because you have to keep your head on the swivel pretty much at all times. But over time, that spirit of intimidation and that spirit of fear will leave. Because I was one of those people. I was like, man, dang. But, and then with my case, it was totally different because I didn't have no trainer. If I'd have had somebody sitting in the passenger seat that kind of walked me through or trying to calm me down or something, that would have been cool. But I didn't have that, man. I ain't had nobody but God. And that was it. So, but I made it through. And now I can truly say this is one of the best decisions I made to become a truck driver. I'm glad I stuck it out and pressed through. And I just want to tell, if somebody out there that's going to watch this video going to be in them same shoes, I just want to let you know, man, you got to push through. You cannot let that spirit of fear consume you. Because when it does, it's going to start having you second guessing. Maybe did I make the right choice? Should I be doing this? You know what I'm saying? It's a good career job. It's a great career job. When I was OTR, one of my things I liked it best, hell, I was getting paid to see the world. Well, to see the United States. I can go all 48 states and go places I've never been, and I'm getting paid to see it. That was the beauty of that to me. This job got a lot of cons. It really does. It's not a bad profession by far. It's what you make it to. But you gotta just keep pushing. Gotta keep your foot on the pedal. And you gotta do your prep talks. Tell yourself when you start doubting yourself or you start getting in scary situations, hell, pray about it. And tell yourself, I got this, I can do this, we got this, I'm gonna make this happen, and watch you come out on top. And then the next time you get in a situation, you're gonna feel a lot more comfortable than the last. And then the next situation, you're gonna feel more comfortable than that situation. And then next is gonna become like it's such second nature. It's nothing, But you gotta make sure this is something that you wanna do. This ain't no play job. It's a lot at stake here. So, I just wanted to get on here and touch bases about that. To let y'all know, trucking ain't for everybody. And you gotta figure out within yourself if this is something that you really wanna do. If this is something that you built for. Everybody ain't built for this. Some people, I meet people all the time be like, man, that's big old trucking. You gonna be scared? Yeah, I was scared at one point. I ain't gonna lie. It was a point in my life that where I was scared. My first run, I was terrified. Damn scared. But now it's nothing. You know what I'm saying? I love it. A lot of times I be ready to hit the road. You know what I'm saying? I'll be like, shit, we get in my truck. If I have a day or two off, man, I'll be ready to get in my damn truck. Like, man, I'm ready to roll. Let's get it, So, I just wanted to jump on here, man, and, holler at y'all about that, man. I think that's a very important thing that need to be discussed. You can't let fear consume you, But don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that notification button to be notified when I drop more videos. Until then, I 10 by 10. Y'all stay safe. Peace. I'll let y'all later. Out.